Hello everybody, this is Abraham, and what we got here is 2007 LS460 by Lexus, and the transmission on it is shot, so I'm going to be replacing transmission as well as doing some maintenance on the engine. Engine seems to be working good, but I just want to get, there's some little oil leaks addressed and minor things. So what I'm doing right now is doing a preparation for pulling of the engine transmission unit at home. So this is home garage. Here is the engine hoist. And this is a video before I pull the engine out. I just want to say I haven't found a video on YouTube where somebody pulls an engine on the LS460. It's interesting, but there are a few videos where they actually drop the engine down, but I don't have a big lift to lift up the car and bring the engine down, so I'm gonna have to pull it out the front. And as you can see, the front can be disassembled quite nicely. All of the stuff in the front can be removed: the radiator, the air conditioner coil, all of the things that are in the way. There are a few things on the bottom that are in the way, so I don't know yet if I need to get those addressed or not, but they are removable. From what I can see, the engine mounts looks like they will clear the body itself, so there is looking to be enough clearance for the engine to come out, and I've looked from all the sides. Also, since I'm not going to be making any changes to the engine per se, aside from cleaning, I left the wire harness and everything on the engine. There are two, actually more than two, but two major wire connectors. So there is one on the right side that goes to this box, and there is a main on the left side that goes to the computer. This one is a little tricky to remove, but nothing too complicated. So as long as these two are in the engine, there are no other connections in the front. There is fuel lines, there is water hoses, and there is a couple of electric connectors that go over here, just two. So hopefully this is all that is on top. On the bottom we have, of course, the exhaust. Let's see. So we have the exhaust pipes, and those are quite easy to remove, except that you got rusted bolts. So those need to be cut off. The transmission is connected to the drive shaft over there somewhere. You can see it from here. Well, in any case, I'll be doing a more detailed video once I start pulling the engine out. So there's 3 bolts that connect the engine, or I should say transmission, to the drive shaft, and those need to be disconnected. These are the bolts for the exhaust, and they're really hard to remove, but that's normal on all exhausts. Let's see. Oh yeah, last thing. Last thing is there are no hooks or even places for hooks to connect the engine to the hoist to lift it up. That is something I'm gonna have to think about on how to get the engine connected to the hoist. I can see some mounting points here, but I don't see them being reinforced, and I don't know if they're tough enough to support the weight of the engine with the transmission. My thinking is I'm going to be using a band to go under the engine and then utilize some of these as secondary mounting points. So I can put a chain on here and put the band to support from the bottom, so I have more weight distributed. I don't know where is going to be the center point of where engine is tilting this way or that way. I need to make sure that when I pull it out, I can work the engine and muscle it out. Doesn't seem to be too complex of a job so far. I mean, it's big and bulky part, but it is at this point fully disconnected. There are two engine mounts, which is just two bolts, and there is a couple of bolts that hold the transmission. So it's a 3-point hold, so two in the front and one in the back for the transmission. And hopefully this thing will come out. I was able to pull the engine out of the SC400, so 430 I should say. That was not too difficult. Basically same type of connection. I'm in mounting to the body, but so far this is where I am. I have the internals fully restored. The car runs, but it only runs forward. It doesn't go backward. Something's bad there. Here is the transmission that needs to be replaced, and we'll see how that goes. So hopefully this helps somebody, but at this point this is just a prep video, and the prep, it's a day's worth of work, taking the front apart. It is not a difficult job to take anything apart, just tedious, just like anything on the car. You want to do something, it's tedious, lots of bolts, lots of screws, lots of things to take away and make sure you don't damage anything. Also, notoriously on Lexuses, I don't know about Toyotas, all these connectors are fragile after years of service. That's why I don't really want to take anything apart that I don't have to. I will take it apart if I have to, but I'd rather do it once I pull the engine out and have full view of everything that absolutely necessary to take apart. I'm gonna replace the gaskets. I'm gonna check the compression ratio and spark plugs and all that. As you can see, it's a lot easier to do once you have the engine out. Not a very good design. Like this battery compartment is got screws that have rusted completely. I was able to pull one out, but there's two more. I can't get this out, so I can't really get to that engine, that spark plug. So, not the design of this engine compartment is not to my liking. It was not designed to be repaired. It's you buy it, you use it, you throw it away, and it's just unfortunate. Thanks for watching. Give me a like if you liked the video. Enjoy, subscribe, and save money.